Here is our lesson 1.3 on subtracting integers. Please have your notebooks out so that you are ready to take notes, and we will go through this lesson. So we're going to start out using integer counters just like we did in our last lesson. We're going to start out with 4 positives, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to subtract 2 of them. So I'm going to get rid of 1 of them, get rid of 2 of them. I have 2 left. Our answer is 2. With this problem, I have 4 positives plus 2 negatives, and like what we did before, we crossed them out, and I have 2 left. So I want you to notice that 4 minus 2 and 4 plus a negative 2 is the same, has the same answer. Same thing here. We're going to use integer counters. So I have 3, and I want to subtract 8, but I can only subtract 3. So when we talked the other day, I said a positive and a negative equal to 0, right? So I can add as many positives and negatives here as I want to, and I'm going to add 5 of them, and you're going to see why in a minute. But I added a bunch of zeros. Not that, these are not going to add anything to our problem. So I want to subtract 8. So here's 1, 2, 3. Now I can keep going with these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what I have left are 4, 5 negatives. So my answer is negative 5. But that's a really confusing way of doing it. If we did it this way, 3 plus a negative 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I cross these off, 1, 2, 3, that would leave me with, again, negative 5. So again, notice that this subtraction problem is the same as this addition problem. Let's do it one more time. Now I'm going to start out with negatives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to subtract 3 negatives. 1, 2, 3. That leaves me with negative 3. Down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add 3 positives. Cross off my zeros, and I'm left with negative 3. So this subtraction sentence and this addition sentence are the same. So basically, when we can do subtraction, notice the yellow box, so this should go in your notes. Change the subtraction problem to an addition problem. And you're going to do this 2 ways. Adding the opposite or double dashing, double slash. It doesn't really matter which way you can do it. It's one or the other. We're basically going to double dash. So let's practice doing it. 3 minus 12. So I'm going to do the first number always stays the same. I'm going to change this to an addition problem, and I'm going to make this last one the opposite. The opposite of a positive 12 is a negative 12. So first number stays. Change to addition, and then the opposite. And I would recommend putting this in your notes as well. Change to positive, opposites. Let's do it again. Change to an addition sign. Change this to its opposite. Negative 13 is now positive 13. Now we're just adding like we were before. So pause the video and do it yourself, or follow along and we'll do it. We're going to change it to an addition sentence, and then we're going to solve it. So here we go. Change, opposite, 8 plus a negative 3 gives us 5. Stay, change, opposite. Negative 17 is larger by 8, so it's a negative 8. Stay, change, opposite. I have a negative 3 and another negative 3. I have a negative 6. Stay, change to addition. Opposite of positive 9 is a negative 9. Negative plus another negative is even a bigger negative, so I got negative 23. 2 more. Stay, change, opposite. Should be easy. You should know this one. Stay, change, opposite. Negative 12 plus a 12 is 0. So then you're going to have problems on your homework like what we did before. X minus 6, so x is 3. I'm going to plug that in. 3 minus 6. Stay, change, opposite. 3 plus a negative 6 gives us a negative 3. Plug in the y, which is negative 6. So I have negative 6 minus a negative 10. Stay, change, opposite. Negative 6 plus 10. 10 is bigger, so it's going to be a positive 4. X is 3. Y is a negative 6. Z is a negative 2. Now I'm going to do it 3 times. So start with this one. Start with this problem. Stay, change, opposite. And we're already adding a negative here, so we got it. 3 plus 6 is 9, plus a negative 2 equals 7. Z is negative 2 minus y, which is negative 6, minus 1. Do it again. Start with this. Stay, change, opposite. Do it again for this one. Stay, change, opposite. And we had negative 2 in front. Negative 2 plus a 6 is a positive 4. Plus a negative 1 gives us 3. Another thing that's on the homework quite a bit is the range. To find the range. Anytime we want to find range, we do the high number minus the low number. So the highest temperature in Minnesota one winter was 34 degrees, and the lowest was negative 23. So we're going to take the high minus the low. So we stay, change, opposite. We add these two together and I get 57. So 57 is the range. That means the distance between the high number up here and the low number down here. I want to know how much space is in between. For this one, it's 57 degrees. So pause the video and see if you can do letter B. You're going to do it both for North America and Africa. And then see how we do. So high minus low. For North America, I'm going to do 6,000 minus a negative 100. Stay, change, opposite. I get 6,100 meters. For Africa, I have 5,500 meters minus negative 200. So I'm going to do stay, change, opposite. I get 5,700 meters. So your homework is to do the Go formative at the end of this video, the 1.3 worksheet that keeps going. You have until Thursday to double check and make sure you are done with everything for geometry. And don't forget to go back and finish up, if you need to, your 1.2 homework in Go formative. If you have any questions, please send me a message and we will go from there.